Hi guys, so I've been going down a rabbit hole with the UFO stuff, been really interested in it, and I was watching that Age of Disclosure. You have to watch it, it's absolutely phenomenal. I was watching Joe Rogan, and he was talking to the guy who's the director of the film, and I was like, oh, I don't know, but I just love this kind of stuff. So I thought I'm gonna watch it. So if you go on Prime Video, you have to pay for it. It's about £12 or something. And I was watching it, and they were talking about the legacy program and how they need to bring an amnesty in to bring in a law so we are aware of what's going on. And they were talking about crafts that have been found, and there's been extraterrestrial people found on these crafts, like four different species and stuff. And I totally believe it all. I've always known that we are not alone, and there's a lot more going on in this world, and whether people want to believe it or not, there's going to be so much evidence shown. And I think there is going to be a law that's going to come in where they are going to start asking questions. Why is it so hidden? Why is this legacy program so hidden with this technology? Because I think, like, when you watch the film, they say, in some ways, if it's in the wrong hands, it can be used for bad stuff, like nuclear stuff and things like that. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is not factual. And I've always seen in the future, we have like this futuristic like technology coming in where you've got crafts, like you've got the aeroplanes and stuff. And I think there's going to be crafts where if you wanted to go into different countries, it would take you like, before it take you 12-13 hours to go to America or 24 hours to go to Australia, it would probably take you 2 minutes. And also we can go into other dimensions, and it's multi-universal, and there's so much more that we don't know. And in the film they were saying humans are capable of more than they think, and this is what's hidden. This is why it's hidden. If you look at the Mary Magdalene teachings and Jesus' teachings, that was so hidden from the Bible, because we are more powerful than they want us to know, because they want to keep us enslaved and keep us dumbed down to think that this, universe that we live in, it's like, it's just kind of like we are suppressed and enslaved, and we don't know our own power. And this is why spirituality is so important, and why it's so massively attacked, is because people don't want us to know our own true power. And this is why, spiritual people will be massively hidden on TikTok and hidden in the world, because they don't want us to know. And that's why I think they brought certain things in, certain religions in, is to keep us controlled and enslaved. And so much evidence is hidden in the Bible. It's like the true Bible has been massively hidden. The true teachings of Jesus and Mary Magdalene was hidden as well. The true teachings, like, you don't even like hear about the truth about Mary Magdalene in the Bible. Her teachings are hidden. But I see so much truth coming out. It's going to blow people's minds. And I can see that in the next year, up till 2028, there is going to be so much exposure about UFO and the truth, and it will come out. And I've always believed that President Trump is going to be the one to reveal it, because if you think about it, right, if you expose, JFK, we know what happened to him because he was trying to expose. I think if Trump did this, he would go down in history books for the next generation after that. So he's going to want to be the one to expose, but I think he's going to be under a lot of pressure to do this, maybe next year or up until 2028, where he's going to talk about all this. I do believe he has a lot of knowledge anyway, but you can see when you watch the Age of Disclosure, a lot of people have been hushed up, told to be quiet. They weren't able to speak about things. You can see like footage from years ago where people have had experiences. They've all been silenced. And I can see so much coming with this. And I think more and more people on TikTok need to talk about it, because the more we talk about it, the more we manifest it, the more we can bring in a new law. Because lots of things with the legacy program has been hidden from our own government. And what right have these people got to keep this knowledge away from the public when you're the taxpayers and you're paying for this, these scientific programs to, look into this stuff, and you're being hidden from the truth. So I feel like we need to sort of get this out there and speak about it more. So if you've not seen Age of Disclosure, which is the new documentary that's come out about UFOs, watch it, because educate yourself and don't let anybody say to you it's all crazy and it's not real. There's so much evidence of this, and we are connected to something outside ourselves. We always were, but we're being massively suppressed as human beings to not look at this and not see ourselves of how powerful we are. And it's time now we see that there's a lot more we can do as human beings. And I'm going to start looking into this, and maybe it's not going to get out there on TikTok, because we know TikTok's controlled by the dark, but we need to start talking about it on other platforms. And if I have to move to another platform, I will, because I will not be suppressed. I just feel like I need to start working in this field now. I connect a lot with this sort of stuff, and I am so absolutely fascinated by it, and I believe it. I believe in myself. I believe in what I get. And it's massively coming into my readings now. So, and I'm spending time at Christmas with a lady who's massively connected to galactic stuff. And I'm so happy to be with this woman at Christmas, because she's going to teach me so much stuff. But guys, don't suppress yourself. Don't be embarrassed. Look into it, because there's going to be some sort of exposure next year. I've always said with Trump, he's going to have a health crisis, he's going to have an awakening, he's going to step back, and then he's going to come back and he's going to do some more exposures on this. So just watch this space. Take care. Have a great day.